So this is either the second video or I've merged the two videos together. Um, but so we're here on part C, and we're just doing the horizontal stretch. And as I was saying at the end of the last video, all I do is multiply the different normal values here by the reciprocal of whatever's in front of um, these parentheses on the inside of the function, pi over 5. So I can either think of it as dividing by pi over 5 or multiplying by 5 over pi. And so I get these numbers now, 0, 5 over halves, 5, 15 over 2, and 10. And now I'm going to do the last one, which is just a horizontal shift to the left by 2. So I'm just subtracting 2 from all these x values. So this becomes 0. This is 2.5. Sorry, this becomes negative 2. This becomes 0.5. This becomes 3. This becomes 5.5. And this becomes 8. Okay? So part E is just the combination of all this stuff. Now this is what my, what my basic period of my sine function has now become, right? It's just got new, through the transformations, it's got new numbers for x and for y. Now on the con graphing tool, you usually need like the starting point of the period, and you need like the maximum or minimum point, the first maximum or minimum point of the period. So this point right here has an x value of negative 2 and a y value of negative 3. So that's negative 2, 3. That's where I'd put my first dot. And then this maximum point here has an x value of 0.5 and a y value of 0. Okay? And so that's what I would put in my grapher. Now the last step that I don't do on paper here is that I would just go over to Desmos and enter this equation into the equation that I was originally given. Right here into Desmos, graph it, and make sure that it agrees with what I've graphed on, down here for my answer, for my final answer. If not, then there's been a mistake somewhere, and you've got to find, either you've typed in the equation wrong in a Desmos, or you've made maybe a mistake on one of the transformations. But keep fighting. This is a tough skill for sure, because it just requires you to, it's so many steps and so much to keep track of, but it's worth the fight. Okay. So keep trying.